What is up, everybody? Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast. Special guest, pinch hitting today for cricket. My boy, fan in the van, my man Jim. What up, buddy?
That's right, pinch hitting, and I don't need to take steroids to knock one out the park.
That's right, baby. You're not Lenny Dykstra or Brady Anderson, for that matter.
And I'm not Canseco either, although he could still crush my head like a watermelon.
Canseco could always hit bombs, bro. The steroids were just for his back. Honestly, think about this, right? Guys like Canseco and Maguire were natural born power hitters. So those guys are huge. Yep. And I honestly think getting off track here is not what we're talking about today. But however, dude, that's why these guys took the PEDs, bro. It was mainly to recover from injuries because they were injured a lot. These guys were big, they swung hard, and all that kind of stuff, man. So they got hurt a lot. So I think it's one of those ways where they kept themselves a little healthier and helped them get back from injury a lot quicker. I'm sticking to that.
Yeah, Barry Bonds too.
Yeah, Barry Bonds, man. That's why Barry put on the weight.
Yeah. Just saying, because he was a pretty natural power hitter himself before people forget when he was on the Pirates.
Dude, he was insanely 30 for 30 guy, 30 homers, 30 stolen bases, all that kind of shit, dude. You know, and he was a all-around great hitter. You know what I'm saying? Just all-around great hitter. So I don't want to hear that shit, dude. I think at this point, they need to revisit a lot of these suspensions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or just put him in the Hall of Fame at this point.
Yeah,
like Maguire was already heading that way, and so was Bonds. But you know what? Actually, we could save that for another edition of Cigar and Sports because obviously next Friday being night 2 of the draft, people go, "Oh, you guys are nuts for doing it during the draft." Listen, if I can actually sit in the house during it, you can get live reactions of the picks, and you'll see how it's like for me to watch the draft. Who the fuck takes this guy with that pick? What the fuck?
Quick preview next Friday while we're on the air. I will have the live draft tracker up in our screen so we could kind of react to whatever happens. We're going to talk about the night 1, which is probably the most interesting one, and then we're going to talk about, night 2. It is what it is, man. That's how we get down, bro. We do things different in Cigars and Sports.
Yeah, we're innovative. We're not ESPN.
We're not. We don't give a fuck.
Nope.
Anyway, boys and girls, let's talk. Jim, I know you don't watch a lot of NBA, but we got to talk about the play-in tournament right now, man. And a lot of things have happened in the last few years. I mean, the last few weeks. As you know, right now, the Lakers. You're familiar with the play-in tournament, right? Where you got the winner of the 7 and 8 seed will play each other, and the winner gets the automatic 7 seed. They only got to play one game, and then the loser of the 7 and 8 seed for the 7 seed tournament plays the loser of the 9 and 8. So, as you know, the Pelicans lost to the Lakers. Shout out to Zion Williamson, who finally has played enough games this season, the most games he's ever played. And of course, they had a nice comeback, but not enough, man. As his conundrum, Zion's conundrum, my friend, is always injuries. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say what more fitting way, which is not fitting because I like Zion, man. That guy is one of the best players out there in the league when he's healthy. My man, with 3 minutes left, pulls a hamstring, gets a hamstring injury. And he was balling. 40 points, 11 rebounds, all right? And this guy left with 3 minutes left in the game. And that's it. It was over. Lakers win. Lakers get to play the number 2 Denver Nuggets.
Oh, God, please, Denver, take LeBron out. Please, Jokic, please.
They will, man.
End their season. But, like, with Zion, though, I still can't believe that this friggin' bitch is still – I don't know if you saw her Twitter rant. Mariah.
She's still around? Mariah's still doing this shit?
She's sitting there laughing about his injury and all this other nonsense. Like, you know what? Not for nothing. Shut up and just go film a scene on Brazzers.com or something.
There you go.
Get over it. Listen, the guy did what every other guy in the porn business did to you. He got in, got off, got out. That's it. You got attached. He don't want to do you. You got paid. It is what it is. Just stop. leave the fucking kid alone already, please, before I do another Guns and Buns edition of Fan in the Van.
Oh, I remember that. But yeah, no, fitting. It's a shame, man. I want Zion. I like Zion. I'm a big Zion guy. I like Zion. This dude he's special. Unfortunately, his body hasn't been able to, adapt to like his growth and stuff like that. I mean, this year was very positive. He played the most games ever played. First playoff game, Shaq said it before the game. He said, "Hey, Zion, you need to show me something. All right, you need to drop 40." Dude, that's exactly what he did. That's the kind of things, special things he could do, man, for a guy that has his skill set, which is rare in the NBA. You know what I mean? So he's excited to watch. Lakers are going against the Denver Nuggets, and I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, it might be another sweep, just like last year. Remember, they met the Nuggets last year in the Western Conference Final, and they swept them. This is gonna happen again. The Lakers, trust me, dude, they're not gonna beat the Denver Nuggets. That's kind of like a given, and whoever doesn't agree with that is probably smoking that, really bad weed or the really bad crack. So that's going to be probably another sweep.
Yeah, well, like The Rock says, smoke crack, bitch.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah. In other words, let me see what The Rock, just like The Rock says, I got that clip here. Here you go.
Go home and smoke some more crack.
That's what all the Laker fans need to do right now. You know what I'm saying? Go home and smoke some more crack. Here's another interesting play-in game that happened. Let me go back here. That same night, the Golden State Warriors got their asses kicked, all right, by the Sacramento Kings. I mean, they got their asses handed to them, dude.
Talk about a team that surprisingly has gotten good over the past few years. I think.
Yes.
I think with drafting is one thing, and then certain guys that they either traded for or acquired free agency have made them. They made them relevant, because don't forget, the Kings have sucked forever. Forever. Like, to see them now being somewhat of a decent winning franchise,
they're fun to watch.
It actually makes them now a free agent destination for certain guys to go.
No, they're fun to watch, man. They're fun to watch. Just the West is just a fucking monster of a conference. That's why they're in the play-in tournament. If not, I mean, they won more games than they did last year, and last year they were a shoe-in for the playoffs. But Sabonis is fun to watch. Right, Keegan Murray is fun to watch. DeAndre Fox is fun to watch. They got so many different players. Kevin Huerter, who's actually injured, is a great shooter. They got a nice, fun bunch, man. And let me tell you something. Youth slap the shit out of old here, man, because that's what the Golden State Warriors are. First of all, you resigned Draymond Green. You had the opportunity to cut bait and get younger. You didn't. You traded you picked up Chris Paul. All right. Again, they lost 118 to 94. And here are the players that did not do shit yesterday. Ready? Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson played 32 minutes, bro. All right. 0 for 10, 0 points. All right. Freaking Draymond Green actually played okay. Wiggins, not the same Wiggins from a couple of years ago. Time to cut bait. Chris Paul, 18 minutes, 3 points. It is time to blow it up. All right.
Yeah.
The only player you keep here is Steph. Steph was the only one out there trying to get busy.
Yeah.
You need to blow this up, man. Hit free agency, make some trades, do something. But it's time to blow it up. And they have maybe 2 years of healthy Steph before he calls it quit.
Yeah, and Klay, I think, is a free agent at the end of the year anyway.
Yes, sir.
Well, for them, it's now. So, Draymond, I'm going to be honest, there's no way a team's going to trade for him. Unless they're literally taking nothing back in return. It's just, hey, have them and take the baggage that comes with it. Because if you're a team, say, like the Knicks, are you going to give up anything for a guy with just baggage? I'm not doing that. I would even say, listen, if you really want to blow it up, I would even trade Steph Curry. And that's crazy to say, but if they really want to go younger, that's what I'm doing.
Put it this way. They traded, Damian Lillard got traded. All right. And that's Steph Curry level without the championships, you know what I mean, for that franchise. So yeah, is that out of the realm? Honestly, I don't think they will, because it'll be like, box office suicide. Nobody's going to go watch the fucking games. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're definitely not. But I mean, at some point, if you're Golden State, you got to look around the league. Youth is winning across the board. Like look at the Knicks. they're a young team.
Yep.
Look at, you know, um, I'm trying to think of another team off the
Oh
top
no,
of my head.
you got the Knicks, right? You got, like you said, the Sacramento Kings. All right,
Yeah,
when you go,
the Kings.
San Antonio is going to become the destination now because of Wemby. You know what I'm saying? Look at Oklahoma City. They might lose in the first round against the Kings if the Kings beat the Pelicans, which I think they will because they're inexperienced. But they were the number 1 seed, and the average age of that team is like 25.
Yeah.
So future is super bright. There's a lot of teams in that same scenario. So yeah, no, man. I mean, absolutely. Look, the Lakers have been doing the same shit over and over again. They haven't won a championship since the bubble, right? And Golden State went that route. I don't know what the hell Golden State was thinking. I mean, they got so much older. It was like a freaking geriatrics convention out there. So take a look at what Steph had to say after the game. And I think he said this out of courtesy, I guess, because, you know, he loves, they do have 4 championships. They were successful. But at one point, man, you got to, the band has to break up. The Beatles broke up. You know what I'm saying? So the band eventually has to break up. Let's check it out. What he said after the game in the press conference.
How confident are you that he will be back next season?
I can never see myself, not with those 2 guys. I understand this league changes and there's so many things that go into it, and we're not gonna play forever, but we've experienced so much together, and at the end of the day, like, again, I know they want to win, I know I want to win, and that's all I'm worried about.
So it sounds like you think
Look at his face,
little
bro.
changes, little tweaks are reasonable, and you guys can win with that, and big changes aren't necessary.
I'm talking to Mike and Coach, and this league, you never know, man. Like, it's raw right now. Just sitting here, figuring out if I want to watch the playoffs or not. On April 16th.
He looks dejected as fuck.
He does.
So even answer that question, it's like, I just want to win, and whatever that means, I want to win.
Dude, it looks bad. I mean, look, I get it, man. He's not going to throw his boys under the bus here, but I mean, give a shout out to the reporter. Hey, so you're saying that, what, you need a big tweak? Like, you need to make big changes? I mean, I get it. You got to ask him a question after he got nailed, but that's a very respectable question. I mean, but yeah, he looks down, man. I mean, look, he knows this shit's over. He knows his boys are gone, dude. He knows that. He cannot fake it, man. He just trying to cover it up.
I mean, like, I understand they experienced so much, they won so much together, but at some point, like, if I'm in Steph Curry's shoes and I'm sitting there, I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, we need a tweak. Yeah, we need to get younger. If that means Clay goes, so be it. Draymond goes, so be it. If Wiggins goes, so be it. Mm-hmm. Chris Paul never. The only reason why Chris Paul went there was to chase a ring that he was never going to get, and that's all Chris Paul has been doing, and he's never going to win one. So, I mean, yeah, Golden State. Listen, you had a great run, but like everything else, it's got to come to an end. This is the end. It's not the one you want, but it's the one, unfortunately, that has happened. And I say they just blow it up and get. Listen, if they got to suck for the next 4 years to get back to where they were, then so be it. If that means trading off Curry, because you can get a lot for Steph Curry.
Yeah, absolutely. You can still get a lot for Steph.
You're not going to get anything for Draymond. No. Clay is a free agent. I don't think Golden State's going to re-sign him. I don't even think Clay wants to stay there. I think all the Draymond bullshit has a huge impact on why Golden State is now on the outside looking in instead of being in the playoffs, because Draymond just can't get it right up here. You go to anger management, it's supposed to help you, and I really don't think it helped them at all.
Not at all.
But, I mean, we've obviously seen that, and if you say it has helped them, I don't know what Golden State games you were watching, but it clearly hasn't. But at some point, you just got to get younger all around. You see it in the NBA, the NFL, hockey, Major League Baseball. Youth surpasses, the elderly every time. So,
and I get it, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's if you're gonna do this to give Steph another opportunity to win, then you build around Steph. And if in 2 years that's not the case, and when I be building, it's so much as, you know what, wait for free agency and try to lure some guys to say, hey, man, you've been here now 4 years in the league. Get your ass with Steph and you're going to win. Kind of like pull a Kevin Durant. That's probably what they should do. They should go back after Kevin Durant and run the show again with KD. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think KD wants to leave the Phoenix Suns, my friend. You know what I mean? Dude, he has it comfortable over there. But I can't. They're gonna have to pull something like that. And you're right. I mean, it's gonna be to a point that, when do you say, "Hey, Steph, look, we love you, bro, but peace out"? Because there's one thing right now that LeBron has over Steph. Right? LeBron is 3-0 in the play-in tournament. Steph is 0-3. Every time Steph was playing the play-in tournament, he's gotten sent home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, as much as I hate LeBron, that is something that he's.
It's a staff. These guys that kind of compete with each other, but
it's funny that's a stat, but the Bulls had a play-in game, right?
Yep.
So
and the Bulls won.
Kobe White scores 42, which it was now is his career high.
Yep.
Originally it was 37. So I'm reading earlier today, they're not counting that because they don't look at the play-in game as a real game.
Well, get out of here.
Then what do you consider it then? An exhibition? Because you got to play to get to the next level. In the playoffs, why doesn't that stat count? To me, 42 is now his career high. Sorry, I don't get how you say that stat doesn't count. It clearly counts because he played. He scored 42 points. We didn't imagine it. We didn't make it up. I mean, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know how that doesn't count. I mean, it should count for a career high kind of scenario. Come on, man. Yeah. There's guys that make the playoffs and make the playoffs often because they're that good. That should also count completely. So
yeah,
they're full of shit. Talking about the Bulls, hey, they did quick work of the Hawks, and now the Bulls are going into they're the 8th seed, and they're the 7th seeds. I'm sorry, no, the hell am I, man? The Bulls, the Bulls got to play Miami now. That's what they got to do. They got to play Miami now, and Miami is limping right now with whatchamacallit, with Jimmy playoffs, bro. Jimmy Buckets is gone. He's done. Yep. If they win, they'll be done for the season. They'll be, I don't think if they make it, he's still out for like 2 weeks. So it's gonna be a sweep in the first round. Whoever faces the Boston Celtics. So kind of sucks for them. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Jimmy Butler got really hurt early on in the game, and like I said, he'll now be out for a couple of weeks, multiple weeks, feared to be an MCL injury, and that's not pretty. But shout out to the Bulls, they took care of business. You know what I'm saying? And they probably got to take care of business against Miami as well.
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, well, with Butler, it's right now, it's only a sprained MCL, they're saying. So
yeah,
he's lucky it's only a few weeks and not having to be reconstructive surgery.
No. He'll play next season without a problem, but the season is over this year because if they're winning or lose, they're not. He's not gonna. Dude, they gotta get swept by the Boston Celtics if they beat the Bulls, which I don't think they will.
No, I don't see him getting past the. I don't see him getting past the Bulls at all. Not without Jimmy Butler, you're not doing it.
No, not at all.
I mean, they have a decent team in Miami. Don't get me wrong, but Jimmy Butler's that guy that kind of
in the playoffs
he gets you to the next level. Like if he could take his game to the next level, that's the one thing I like with Jimmy Butler is Jimmy Butler will bring his game to another gear he didn't even know he had, and everybody else will do the same thing. That's why Jimmy Butler gets a lot of criticism. There's Butler haters out there.
There are. There's a lot of Butler here. I like Jimmy because he's a tough motherfucker, bro.
But Jimmy Butler goes out there, he plays his game, and he leads by example. Like, hey, if I'm going out there busting my ass, and I'm not arguing with the officials like somebody in LA does.
Yeah, Mr. Flopper over there, Mr. Crybaby.
Yeah, everybody else is raising their game, so that way then it's not all on Jimmy Butler. That's a guy you kill for. Like, I think right now, if the Knicks had Jimmy Butler on their team, I have him in the Eastern Conference Finals right now.
Yep. Yeah, oh my God, he'll fit right in. I mean, with the Knicks layup, and he doesn't need to do a lot with the Knicks in this particular makeup. You know what I'm saying? It's healthy because, man, and we're talking about the Knicks shortly because we got to just do a quick reaction to the to them. They're going to be facing the man. They're going to have a tough out. They're going to be facing the Sixers, man, which now fully healthy. Embiid did work, man, against the Heat. Had like 23 points, 15 rebounds. Maxey is another is nasty, bro. Healthy, the Sixers are going to give our Knicks a tough matchup, man. They are. Yeah. They're gonna. I hate to say it, man. I don't want to see that, but shoot, man.
No, and they don't have anybody who can really guard Embiid. I mean, Mitch Robinson, when healthy, to a degree, yeah, but not to the point where you're shutting Embiid down entirely. Embiid's just a different animal entirely when he's healthy. And I mean, I hate to say it, but I think if Philly goes off to a 2-0 lead,
it's over.
It's done. It's done. The Knicks maybe win 1, maybe it goes 5, but other than that, or however the layout is now, because I know they always change the playoff system, at certain points in certain years or whatever it is. But what are they, all best of 7 now?
Yeah. It's oh shit, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm frozen because I plugged in my stuff. So stay on real quick. I might just you might see me out. You might see me get out there real quick. This happened once because I plugged in the wrong spot here.
See, now you're not frozen.
Yeah, I'm not frozen anymore. I keep forgetting, dude. I gotta put a tape on the slot because for some reason this camera has a problem with one of the slots, USB slots in this one, and I have no fucking clue which one it is. I should know there's 2 of them. So, but gotta put a fucking tape on it. But anyway, I'm back, bro. Anybody, I know that it's the money maker's back. You know what I'm saying? So look, I think this series, right? And we're not going to go too much into it, but we know what we have with Jalen Brunson. Nobody's going to stop him. All right. He's been killing it this year. He should be considered in the top 3, top 4 MVP voting because after Luka, he was the number 2 in the most 30-point games in the season, the most 40-point games in the season. Right there. He was right. He was number 2 on every major offensive category except behind Luka. His former he used to back Luka up in Dallas. So what can you say, man? This guy led our team in scoring, assists. I mean, we do have offense, which is what I love. I mean, DiVincenzo, baby, the Ragu, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? My boy over here, the big Ragu, can fucking shoot the lights out, man. He had a career year with 15 points a game, shooting it great, and he's also a good player. OG Anunoby, man, who came in that trade, awesome two-way player. When he plays, the Knicks were like fucking 15-3. You know what I'm saying? In all the games that he played because he got injured also. We got offense. Off the bench. Josh Hart, the ultimate, player. That this guy's a guard, and this guy averaged, bro, about he led all guards in rebounds. I think he averaged how damn rebounds. I don't have it here. Yeah, he averaged about eight rebounds a game. This guy have the most triple doubles for the team. We have a lot of guys. We should between Mitchell and Harnstein. We should make it a little difficult. And when it comes to guarding Embiid, however, Embiid is that damn good, bro. All right, that damn good. One of the top centers in the NBA. If it ain't hurt, he was like again having another MVP season before he got hurt. Warmed up, and he's just still getting better. So I'm worried. And regardless of who wins the series, I think it's gonna go 7 games. Actually, it's the best. It's the best of it's 7 games now in the first round. I forgot, man.
Well, whatever it is, I mean, yeah, the Knicks will make it a bit difficult.
Yeah,
but
it's tough. It sucks.
If they manage to squeak by Philly, it's because Embiid gets hurt early in the series.
Exactly. Because Maxey is nasty. I mean, they have really good players, man. What's his name? I forget the guy that played for the Clippers. He's also on that team. I mean, they're deep as well. Because remember, they stayed in playoff hunt without Embiid. You know what I'm saying? For most of the season. That's why they made Embiid come back and say, hey, man, we may be able to run the tables here.
I mean, I don't see them winning a championship.
No, but they could give nightmares to teams like the Knicks, and then in the second round, probably the Bucks. That kind of shit.
Yeah, which I don't even understand that with the whole the Bucks. So they fired the original coach, and then it's almost like they got worse with Doc Rivers.
Oh my gosh, what a mistake, dude!
I don't. I don't know what the issue was there in Milwaukee, but I mean, to bring Doc Rivers in, and it's like your record was this with this guy. Now your record's this with Doc Rivers. I don't know. Listen. I understand Dame Lillard wants to win a chip, but maybe Milwaukee was not the destination to go. Maybe going to Philly. Maybe going to New York. Maybe going to Golden State. Maybe even Phoenix. I think if he went to Phoenix, maybe he got a shot. Dallas, he would definitely have a shot. But in Milwaukee, I don't care what you got in Milwaukee. You're not winning it with Doc Rivers because he's the ultimate choke coach.
As much as I love Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's one of those guys. I love his hit on and off the court, but he definitely pulled a LeBron James this season because he's the reason probably that coach is out there. You know how LeBron was famous for getting coaches fired? That's what he does. LeBron has never gotten one coach fired. His name was Eric Spoelstra. I'm going to tell you why. Because the franchise doesn't let the players dictate or run the actual franchise. The owners, the vice presidents, the GMs, the coaches run the franchise the way it's supposed to be. It's like you running your business, Jim, as you are a manager of an establishment, and you're letting the workers tell you what the fuck to do. Right?
No. Tell me what to do. I tell you what.
It's like, so again, look, that's the way it is. And he pulled the LeBron. For the first time ever, he pulled the LeBron. That's LeBron was famous for, man. LeBron has gotten every coach fired. Maybe not publicly, but he's gotten every coach fired except for one, Eric Spoelstra. Because guess what? Pat Riley doesn't give a shit about the player. He doesn't play that crap. And that's the only team. And he tried. Remember when he first got there, because Spoelstra took over first year coach, right? When he first got there, and he tried, brother. He tried to get him whacked. But no, that ain't gonna happen.
And LeBron should have known that wasn't gonna work if he went back and watched when Pat Riley was the coach of the Knicks.
Exactly.
He didn't take shit then.
No.
And you had egos on that team then. You think as a general manager or whatever, vice president, whatever Pat Riley is, you think he was gonna take that from fucking LaFlop James?
Yep.
Nope. And not only that, Spoelstra had a relationship with Wade and Bosch and all those guys. Like, you don't think that Wade and Bosch went to Riley and said, listen, obviously we want LeBron. He helps us get to that next level, but he's also going to try this. We're just pre-warning you now. Like, you don't think they were in the owner's office giving him a little insight into what LeBron does? Come on.
Absolutely.
Well, he was doing that.
Fucking guy, man. I mean, look, that's one thing, man. Jordan never did that kind of shit. Nobody got fired because of Jordan. You know what I mean? But yeah, hey, it is what it is, man. LeBron James, the ultimate Le GM, which hasn't paired well for him anyway. So,
nope, gets coaches fired and then leaves teams in salary cap hell with guys that should have never fucking been there. Did it in Cleveland, did it in Miami, and guess what? He'll do it in LA too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, my man. And at this point, we get to the point of the show, midpoint, where I like to do what we call, in case you missed it, trending tops. The top was trending in sports this past week, and we kind of rapid fire to about 4 different points. So, with that being said, let me hit the intro. And I like to start first and foremost, man, by the new acquired number 1 pick of the Indiana Fever. And I can't believe we're still talking more women's basketball. Our girl again, Caitlin Clark, baby. This chick is still breaking records, all right? On her first day on the job, gets drafted, sells the most jerseys, all right, of any number 1 pick, breaking Trevor Lawrence's. I mean, they sell out. She sold out all the jerseys, all right, with her number 22. Trevor Lawrence had that previous record with with a number 1 pick. Jersey. So she has, and this girl has done something for women's basketball that no one has done, right? Has put it actually shit on the map, and people are actually watching, like myself.
Yeah.
Still gets hate. Jamel Hill. Well, this is not the first time. Why is everybody making a big deal about her? There's always been other people. Did anybody do this for Aja Wilson? Because she's also getting a shitload of sponsorship money. And I'm like, Jamel, I hate Jamel Hill, bro, because she's a complete fucking spews, race bait, whatever, man. She's like the worst gaslighter I've ever met in my life. There's a reason why she works for a shitty organization, The Athletic. And again, everybody and their mother keeps hating on this woman. And I kind of finally figured out why, dude. All right. Not trying to get political here, but she's from Iowa, and I mentioned this before. She's white, and she's not a lesbian. Oh, and by the way, she's also a Christian. So it doesn't fit the WNBA model where there no knocks against lesbians. I love all the lesbians, but there's a lot of lesbians in the WNBA, and she's going in there as a, straight white woman with a boyfriend, and a Catholic. So it doesn't fit the model. So
shout out to the lesbians. I'm a lesbian too. I love chicks.
Yeah, me too, man. But yeah, she's still getting hate left and right. I really hope she has a successful career, man, so people can just shut the hell up and listen. Maybe this woman can do what Bird and Magic did and save the league, because the WNBA, the reason why she's only making $338,000 in a rookie contract is because that league has been around for 27 years and they've been in the net negative $10 million a year.
Yep.
Okay. If people don't understand, you cannot pay the workers more money if your business is losing money. That's just the way it works in economics, ladies and gentlemen. And any business for 27 years that loses that much money a year are not around for more than 5 years. The NBA has been subsidizing the losses, so this league can stay open and give these little girls a chance to play basketball professionally. It's not a peewee league, boys and girls, where you're allowed to lose money. This is a professional basketball league that needs to show a profit, and they haven't made a profit in over 27 years in the whole existence. So that's all in a nutshell why
and you pay them. And you figure too, the past 2 years of women's college basketball, more people have watched the tournament for them than they have the men's. Why?
True.
Because of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, the girl from USC,
Cardoso, bro.
Her as well. And it's just, it's one of those, I think people are just mad because it's a female that's succeeding, and I don't want to sound sexist, but it's a male-dominated sport.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, look.
Even though they have their own league, it's one of those, she's the shiniest new toy that's out. So, of course, everyone's drawn to it, and they want to see what she can do. Like, she lived up to the hype at Iowa. Let's see what she does on the professional level. The fact she's making more money, see, whatever she's making in the WNBA doesn't matter, because she's going to make 10 times that with every endorsement deal that she's getting or already has. So
she already has a shoe deal with Nike.
Yeah. And not only that, when you have the NBA players showing up to WNBA games to support the product, that's going to get more people to watch the WNBA. Then the WNBA will make back all the money they lost, and then these women can get paid more. Because people have asked me, why don't women get paid at the same level these NBA guys do? And it's simple. When your business doesn't make the money,
you can't pay the employees.
You can't pay them top dollar. It's like anything else. Like in my job, sales aren't there. You got to trim the fat somewhere to make up for this loss. Whether it's cut this guy's hours, you got to terminate a position, whatever it is. And that WNBA is lucky you have the NBA to subsidize it and take some of the loss away. Because if you didn't have that,
doors would be closed, bro. Doors would be closed. You cannot run a business without a loss for more than 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they would have been done fucking 20 plus years ago.
They've been in the league for 27 years. They would have been done like year 5. Done.
Yeah.
So again, look, the NBA was in that situation, and Bird and Magic came, started bringing in the people, the contracts, the TV ratings, and then boom, of course, Michael Jordan. So that's what it takes. It'll take somebody revolutionary, right, that has never been in that type of position. I think Caitlin Clark can be that person. But instead of jumping on the bandwagon, and look, shout out to Dawn Staley. She won a championship, right, and then gave this girl props by thanking her for all she's done for the game. She's still backing her up, you know what I'm saying, by saying, guys, give her a fucking break. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing, which is good for the game. Instead of trying to make a narrative out of it, let's just all jump on the bandwagon and help her, right, get this game up to the next level so we can start getting paid more.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why hate on somebody who's trying to help your product. It's not like Caitlin Clark asked to be the focal point of all this. Or the work she put into her skill set is what got her. So instead of everybody trying to break her down, why don't you build her up? It's listen, jealous ones still envy. It is what it is.
That is true. That is true. Next, man. It just sucks that we're not doing cigars and sports this week, but the dumbass of the week is Jonte Porter. All right. He's Kevin Porter, Porter is the guy from Denver. It's KPJ. I forget his name. It's Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. Brother, younger brother, older brother. I'm not sure, but he's a nobody. He plays for he's in the G League, and this guy gets a lifetime ban of the NBA. As you know, the rumors came out that it was identified a bunch of bets in one of the public sites, DraftKings or FanDuel. This guy over allegedly somebody that was connected to him over 1,000 wagers. All right, it's nuts. But what sucks is that what got him fucked up here is that apparently another individual who Porter is associated with, right, knew of an NBA bettor who placed a substantial amount, $80,000 on a parlay with an online sports book to win $1.1 million, wagering that Porter would underperform in the March 20 game. And I think he came in and he said he was hurt. He played like he was hurt. I mean, this guy has like his whole thing was 4 points per game or something like that. He had to get the under on 5.8 points and 4 rebounds or something crazy like that, dude. And
yeah.
Oh man, it's wild, bro. And now he is in Pete Rose territory. So.
Yeah. I don't understand that. When you have guaranteed money coming in, why would you fuck it up?
Man.
By doing that. I listen, I understand everybody gets a hard on by, if I do this, I can win more money.
Yeah.
But the thing is once you decide to do this, it's like anything else. Once you make the choice to go down this road, there's no backing up and then redoing it and deciding to go down this road. Like once you make that choice, once this guy decided to have people bet on him and him, whatever it is, you fucked yourself. And you can't undo it. And for the NBA to give him a lifetime ban, listen,
it's bad.
At least the NBA takes a serious stance on it.
It's not a year suspension.
If it was any other sport, if it was like the NFL, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're out for the year. You can come back next year."
No, he's done. He's never going to play basketball in the United States ever again, unless he's playing at the Y.
Or going to play in Japan with Jimmer Fredette.
Yeah, he can. No, he could make some money over there. He could bet all he wants over there. They got sports books for those teams. It's actually Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, MPJ, who actually got a 5-year, $180 million. His brother got paid. Hopefully, his brother is probably going to help him out. Just take it over. So,
if I was his brother, I wouldn't.
No. Moving on, baby.
Okay, fuck you, asshole.
The great Blake Griffin, one of the most prolific dunkers in the history of the NBA, man. You know who Blake Griffin is, right? He won multiple dunk contests, dunking over Ikea, and this guy was, he was 35 years old, finally retires. I think he was a good NBA player, man. In the last 5 years, everything went downhill, but at one point, this guy was very dominant, and had a really, really good career. Rookie of the season, I think he averaged 22 points a game, a career 19 points, 8 rebounds, but he was known for just dunking over cats, man, and one of the best dunks you've ever seen from Blake Griffin.
I remember that slam dunk competition too. I remember that.
That was a good one too, man. Yeah, let me show you him dunking over Moskov. I remember he was in the Knicks. Look at this. Look how high he gets. Oh my gosh. That was just crazy. Look how high. Look.
He stopped about 3 feet short of the rim and just threw it down. Around the Griffin screen, pick, roll,
nuts in his face.
Oh my, what a...
Look at this. I got my hand on your head, and my nuts are going to go in your face. Boom. There you go. That is one of the crazy-ass dunks. Even though he didn't touch rim, but he was up so high, it's not even funny, man.
Yeah.
It was not even funny, bro. Shut out. He retires. Big headline of the week. They were playing a lot of his dunks last week, so that was kind of cool. That was kind of nice.
if he wasn't injured
Yes.
a lot, I think would have had a better career than he actually had.
I mean, look, he got injured a lot towards the last few years of his career. Like the last 5 years were non-existent after he was 30. And you know, him with Chris Paul made the Clippers again look relevant and exciting. And it was not just about the Lakers in that during that era, you know what I'm saying? Because his best years were with the Clippers, which is kind of nice, you know, which is kind of nice. So but the dude, I mean, he was just a great highlight film, man. It was fun to watch.
It was Lob City there for a while. Paul,
Lob City,
DeAndre Jordan.
Absolutely, man. Lob City with the yeah, that's right, man. They had it was fun to watch, man. Lob City, I forget. That's right. They actually had a term too, man. Moving on to our boy, our boy, Clam Chowder Man. He is going to join Pat McAfee next Thursday as the draft analyst, man. Fresh off the backstabbing in Clam Chowder country.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, before I'm going to let you give your take real quick, but I like Pat McAfee's show. It's pretty good. It's different. I mean, you know, all of us kind of would love to have that, but what the fuck is he thinking, bro? I mean, Bill Belichick has a personality of a rock.
Yeah, I don't get how that's gonna go because Pat McAfee is kind of like me,
edgy, you know,
edgy. There's energy, and then there's Bill. Yep. It's just like, well, you know, we're gonna go on the next week. Yes, you know, I did like that pick there. I personally would have took the punter out of BYU, but hey, with the third pick, you know, taking Jaden Daniels isn't such a bad move. I would have took the punter there, Pat. But then Pat McAfee would be like, "You gotta be kidding me, Bill! Why would you take a punter there?"
I love for like when he gets to the Patriots part of it, right? When they pick a quarterback, and he'll be like, "I would have never picked that guy."
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
I hope so, bro.
Either that, or he'll take the high road and be like, "Well, you know, Pat, that's what they had to do there because, you know, obviously they traded Mac Jones and got less than what I could have given them, got them. But hey, you know, Robert Kraft came up with that idea while getting off by Kim Sung-Yi.
Oh my God, man! So let me ask you a question, bro. So what do you think of that? And you know, give us the dumb, you know, the dumb version of it. Bullet points, real quick. Of Kraft supposedly was a big factor why Billy B here didn't get the job with the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, I actually got to talk to Bill today on
Fan. That's right. That's right. Shout out check his Fan of the Band episode to get the insight, the full insight.
So, I mean, part of it. Bill kind of factors into it himself because of how he is and his mentality. But for Robert Kraft to do that, like, listen, you guys had this relationship for so long. And no matter the ups and downs, to me, Robert Kraft doing this was it was a fuck you to Bill.
Absolutely.
He's almost telling him, like, hey, I never appreciated anything you did, the 6 Super Bowls, you know, drafting Tom Brady, you know, coaching all these guys, like, you know, all the winning seasons, everything that came with it. I didn't appreciate any of it. Fuck you. I don't want to see you succeed anywhere else. Now, we don't know if Bill would have succeeded in Atlanta, but to step in and kind of make that phone call because you're buddy with Arthur Blank, probably because they have side-by-side rooms at Angel Orchids.
They do.
But I think it's kind of just, listen, you didn't want Bill no more. Like, the relationship was strained at this point. You guys didn't want him. Bill took the high road and walked away. All well and good. If the guy wants to move on, let him move on.
Yeah.
Don't treat this like that relationship where you two split up. You can move on, but this party can't. You know, like, to me, I think Robert Kraft, he fucking cock-blocked him.
He did. Absolutely. He cock-blocked him from getting a job. And look, Bill Belichick, as much as Brady was the main reason they won those championships, but if you take Bill Belichick out of the helm, I don't think they win 7 championships because there's a lot that was put on Bill Belichick to right with that team, right? So you can't do that to a guy that made you a lot of money. All right.
Yeah.
That franchise, it was a complete shit show before he got there. So
Yeah, I think Robert Kraft is, I honestly, he's in the wrong for it. And if we were doing Cigar and Sports, he'd be my douchebag of the week for it.
Yeah, man, we definitely had a couple of douchebags and dumbass of the weeks this week. So, hey, but don't worry, man, we'll be back next week and we got to get it popping on there.
Oh, yeah.
And before we close out the show, Jim, actually, I got to give a shout out. Let me go ahead and share this. I want to give a shout out to the name of this website is blogfeedspot.com. They like to focus and to do research and have a list of podcasts. And your boy made the list, man. Let me go ahead and show you this real quick. I want to give a shout out to them. Let me go ahead and I don't know on the top of my head here. That's why I want to share this damn screen. Here we go. Let me get it. It is called the 100 Best Point of View Podcast. All right. And I don't know who any of these people are, but they kind of do research, and they're a media company. They do research and they put this list together, and they have a big podcast database. And your boy made the list, man. I think I'm number, let me scroll. Made number 7. So I want to give a shout out for them for putting me on there. I appreciate you guys at FeedSpot. Check them out at podcast, feedspot.com. If you want to check out a bunch of podcasts there for they actually promote and actually do some research on and rank them. So
yeah, I'll never make that. I'm too edgy for them.
I'm shocked I made it a number 7. Put it that way, man. I mean, shit. I mean, you are the ultimate warrior, bro. I'm right there with you, but you are the master. There's no doubt about it, baby.
Listen, I was born with a gift and a curse all rolled into one.
Yeah, man. Sometimes shit happens, but don't worry about it. The shit keeps going over and over again. It never stops.
Nope. Hey, when you make it work, make it work.
Absolutely. Jim, I appreciate you for jumping on and pinch hitting today, man. It's been a little inconsistent with the schedule here, but we come week after week. Check out the previous Cigar and Sports that we threw last Friday. All right, another banger of a show. Yo, check out Jim, latest. Jim, tell them where they can find you.
Fan in the Van. Obviously, you can find me on Twitter. All my podcasts are on Apple, Spotify, Good Pods. If you were listening to it on Google Podcasts, don't, because that ceases to exist. I think actually it already doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't, right? I don't think so.
Actually, no. I think next Wednesday is when it finally shuts down. So not there anymore. But pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts, I'm on it. YouTube. I am on TikTok under Cigar and Sports. So if you're a cigar smoker and love sports, follow me. I try to put up as much content as I can.
Don't miss
a little bit lately, but maybe Sunday morning I'll do a little 10-minute TikTok video, and because I did get a message about the OJ segment. I don't know. I did mention it in not Tuesday's episode, where this guy messages me and he goes, "I can't believe you two would condone what OJ did." So I'm sitting there and I'm scratching my head, and Billy Hoyle and Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson popping up behind the whole. You listening to Jimmy, but you're not hearing.
They're not hearing shit.
So I go. So it took me like 5 minutes, and I'm reading this, and I go, So I go, I'm going to go a different path here. I go, what I need you to do is this. I need you to go on the Rumble or YouTube, wherever you watched it. Doesn't matter which one. I said, I'm not telling you to do that to boost the views or anything. I need you to just fast forward and go to that segment again.
Go to that segment, yeah.
You tell me at what point did either one of us condone him, whether he did it or not, murdering his wife and an innocent person involved in it. Okay. I said, you tell me that. About 45 minutes later, oh, well, I must have walked out to go to the bathroom during that spot. I said, so you didn't do your homework before coming into my message box. So do me a favor. Do me a favor, trolls. First off, I thank the trolls because it gets other people to listen.
Yeah, man.
So never forget to thank a troll. But listen to what we're saying, because we don't condone murderers and women beaters and rapists or Juju flashing his schlong out on Snapchat.
Oh, my God. Fucking Juju, bro. I forgot about that one.
We don't condone it. By the way, Belichick did not like that at all.
No, not at all. Belichick. Yep. Listen to his latest in any other platforms because it dropped freshly today, guys. It's all about the whole Belichick saga here with him and Kraft, baby. I don't think I don't think you're ever going to see those two guys giving each other's reach arounds ever again after what happened. So it's over.
No, it's not. It's not like where Bill and Tom were able to kind of like make amends in a way, and not like that situation was. I wouldn't say it was like toxic, but it was just you knew their relationship was strained, and Bill kind of knew, hey, we got to move on from Tom, even though Tom didn't want to leave. But the one thing though that everybody forgets, as much as we don't like Tom Brady, he gave up a lot of money
throughout the years
for them to continuously win. So where we got tired of seeing Tom Brady, but I will give him credit for this. He was one of the most selfless guys in the game.
Absolutely.
And there's not many that have done that. Literally, maybe I could use 10 fingers to count how many have actually done that. So
very few players have done that in actually major league sports, period, just because sacrifice their salary. And I get it. Tom Brady had a lot of things outside the field, stuff like that. His wife, ex-wife now made a shitload of money as well. So, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, look, he got paid. That's the reason why he left. I said, look, I want to get paid and play with players that are going to help me instead of the other way around. I mean, come on, bro. Except for Randy Moss and maybe Branch at the beginning and Gronk, dude, he played with nobody. I mean, he played with a former quarterback, all right, and Edelman, all right. I mean, Wes Welker wasn't even a thing in Miami. Good little player, great special team player. But dude, Wes Welker, I mean, if you tell me that Wes Welker, he made Wes Welker. Wes Welker was a gadget player, was a player that fit that system. You know what I'm saying? He made him great, dude. I mean, over multiple years, over 110, 15 receptions. And then after that, what else? Who else? Who do you have? Look, Aaron Fernandez didn't last that long. You know what I mean? That would have been great. You know what I mean? Shit. Having Aaron and Gronk for like 6 years, 7 years together would have been awesome.
And the other thing I got to add is this. If they put Julian Edelman in the Hall of Fame before Hines Ward gets in, we are going to have a fucking show just about that. Because Hines Ward, I will find all the numbers. Trust me, I will. And I will compare them to Edelman's. And Hines Ward, I guarantee you, is better than Julian Edelman. Sorry, hate to say it.
No, I think.
Call me biased because I'm a Steeler fan, but I'm sorry. I never seen Julian Edelman throw out fucking blocks the way Hines Ward did it. And I'm sorry, Hines Ward every year gets robbed of the NFL Hall of Fame. I don't know what it is.
Nah, Julian was because he really had the last couple of years where Brady had nobody else, has some really good playoff games. That's what everybody. And then you got Jerry Rice co-signing him and shit like that. I was like, at the end of the day, it's more of a buzz than anything else. But he'll probably get in before Hines Ward. Sorry, I hate to say that, but he will. All right, just because of who he is and who he's associated with. It's who you know, my guy.
Yeah, and then I'll be really unhinged at that point.
Yep. Everybody, thank you very much for listening, watching. I'd say listening, but today is watching. Appreciate Jim for jumping on. And hey, guys, next week, NFL Draft Special. We're going to have another special guest. Let's say Garrett from Steel and Teal. And what is it? What's his podcast? Bad Dudes with Bad Take. What is it?
Garrett will be on, obviously, he's one half of Two Dudes with Sports News. And then, obviously, my counterpart on Steel and Teal. He is the teal to my Steel.
Yep.
No Diddy. No Diddy. Sorry, he's not my Meek to my Diddy. Sorry.
Exactly. That even sounds dirty.
Yeah, we're not doing any of that. So, and maybe hopefully Brandon could appear as well, so we can get the Raven side of it, and then who knows?
Let's go, man.
Who knows who else might appear?
It's gonna be a party, brother.
You never know. But
and with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time. Peace.